My name is Petros Theodorou. I am a Gestalt therapist living in Thessaloniki, Greece. I'm also a member of EAGT, the European Association for Gestalt Therapy. My approach, PSP, Process-Stage-Praxis, is not an autonomous psychotherapeutic method. It is, I would say that it is mostly an adjunctive skill, a complementary tool that can be used in the field of psychotherapy and not only. At this point, I want to emphasize that PSP is not any form of art therapy. It is basically a complementary tool, an adjunctive skill that can be potentially useful for anybody working with process, I mean the flow of subjective experience and the awareness of this process. So PSP can find several applications in different fields. For example, psychotherapy, psychology, counseling, self-knowledge, personal growth, work field and organizations, social interventions, also education, I mean students, parents and teachers. In this sense, the PSP introductory basic programs are very flexible and can be adjusted to different groups of participants according to the each time needs and goals. Consequently, PSP is addressed to people working in any way in these fields. Actually, it is improvised, embodied interaction. With PSP, I had the idea to attempt an interactive body work. I mean, it's through interaction of employing movement that people from a group, let's say, can interact, can improvise together, and the steering of the personal process that arises in this way can be used as a basic starting point for further therapeutic work. PSP is based totally on the amalgam of ideas and principles that form the foundation of Gestalt therapy. Also, it is based on very recent ideas about the synthesis of our personal experience, from especially what happens in the first layers of the microstructure of our experience, and on the mechanisms that produce the sense of I am, the self-sense, actually. In PSP, a lot of such ideas are used, and also there are some original concepts emerging from the whole theoretical body of PSP. And its most important, for me, feature is that when you are in a group and as a conductor one employs PSP, it can be in a way integrated the whole group in the individual work. So PSP is very useful to create bonds between the members of a group, and by using PSP a conductor can create quickly, can energize the field of the group, the field in which happens the various interactions and dynamics of the group. Also, PSP, it's not something to be used just this and nothing else. PSP can be used just for a few minutes and does not affect at all the style and the kind of work that a therapist likes to do or is used to do. Also, it is very, very important that PSP is not a substitute for the, let's say, official training of a therapist, a training that is formed and structured from a certain official, let's say, acknowledged approach. PSP is not to substitute a psychotherapeutic training, it's only to complement it and to form an adjunctive skill, a complementary tool for whom is interested to explore its basic ideas.